What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, I see that, some people, some characters on this show still can't seem to mind their own damn business. They need to leave other people business alone to get them some business. Julian. Julian was one of my favorites on this show. Julian was one of my favorite characters, but now he's starting to piss me off to the 10th level. Seriously, to the highest degree, he is just irritating my soul right now. The shit that he did today was so unnecessary, so uncalled for. It was not needed, seriously. To sit there and act all macho and push Neil up against the damn wall, threatening him, and then you're outing Alexis's business for the whole damn hospital to hear? Are you serious? Now more than ever, Neil and Alexis can be in trouble now because everybody on staff pretty much heard what Julian said about the two of them. So what's to stop any one of them from reporting that? You know what I mean? Julian was so damn stupid. I said, you about the dumbest ass I've seen in such a long time. What is wrong with you? Sitting here talking about, oh, you took advantage of Alexis. Julian, shut up and mind your business. Because, see, that's the problem with people who are in other people's business without knowing all the facts. You don't know what you're talking about. He did not manipulate her. He did not use their therapy session just to get her to sleep with him. That's not what he did. You don't even know the whole story. You don't even know what's going on. Alexis slept with him because that's what the hell Alexis wanted to do. Because that's what grown people do. They do what the hell they want to do. Nobody has to manipulate you into doing nothing. She was not forced. Come on. And that's why I'm glad Alexis stood up to him and said what she said. And she also told him, all these years off and on that we've been dealing with each other, you still don't have a damn clue who I am. I said, exactly. Let his dumb ass know. He clearly don't know who Alexis Davis is. Alexis cannot be manipulated by a man into doing a damn thing. She did it because deep down that's what the hell she wanted to do. He didn't have to manipulate her. She wanted to do it. And that's what the hell she did. Mind your business. That's all you needed to do. Y'all are not involved. You share a daughter together, but you share a grown daughter. So therefore, you have no say in what she does. You have no say in what Alexis does, who she does it with, who she chooses to do it with, who she chooses not to do it with. It's not your damn business. Is she all up in your business about who you screwing? You all up in bed with Britt Westmore. Do you see Alexis tripping about what you do? You were dating Kim. Did Alexis trip when you were in a relationship with her? No, because Alexis didn't give a damn. She didn't care. You moved on with your life. She moving on with hers. Mind your damn business. I feel like part of him going off on Neil the way he did, obviously it was from jealousy because he still wants Alexis. But I also feel like it's from guilt. Because Julian knows that he's the reason Alexis started drinking and becoming an alcoholic because of his shenanigans during their marriage. That's when she started drinking heavily. Now, at the end of the day, don't get me wrong. Alexis is grown. She drunk because she wanted to drink. That's, she turned into an alcoholic because she wanted to. But, to cope with, the issues going on in her life. And Julian was a trigger for those issues causing her to drink. He was a trigger for that because of all the hell he done put her through during their relationship. And that's what he feels guilty about because he knows it. She didn't start boozing it up until all the shit with him and Carlos and him holding a dagger to her throat. That's what led to, that's the catalyst. And he knows that. So now he's sitting there trying to, go on this little guilt trip and to ease his guilt. He's pushing the blame on Neil, trying to say, oh, you're the reason she fell off the wagon. No, Neil is not the reason. Alexis's personal life right now is all over the damn place. Between Sam going off on her, the whole situation with Neil and the board and them not being able to be together right now. All of that stress is, making her want to drink because she just wants to numb herself and not feel anything. That's what addicts do. They get high, they get drunk because they think that it's going to take their issues away. But no, once you come down off that high or off that liquor and you sober up, your problems are still going to be there. Your problems are still going to be there waiting for you. But that's why they keep getting high, and that's why they keep getting drunk, because they don't want to face those problems. And that's what Alexis is doing. She fell off the wagon because she doesn't want to face what Sam said to her. She doesn't want to face the shit going on between her and Neil. She don't want to face it. So that's why she gets drunk. So she don't have to. But as soon as you sober up, like today, she's sober now, and guess what? She has to face all of this. She has to face it, because that's what happens. Alcohol does not terminate your problems. Hell, sometimes it can add to the problem. And that's what, being an alcoholic does. It adds to your problems. It doesn't diminish it. It adds to it. You know what I mean? Like, she just going to have to get a better grip and, learn how to better deal with situations to make her not drink. That's something she's going to have to do. She can't blame anybody for her alcoholism. But Julian needs to go sit the hell down and mind his damn business. Alexis Davis is not your concern. She hasn't been your concern for quite a long time. Sit down somewhere, mind your business, go focus on you and your problems. Because last time I checked, Julian, just because Brad's in prison does not mean that your ass is out of the woods yet. You still have Sonny to worry about. You got things on your plate that you need to deal with. So instead of worrying about what Alexis is doing, worry about your own business. So, of course, Britt wasn't happy. So she decided to end her little sex buddy situation with him. I mean, Britt was probably using Julian anyway for sex, probably just to get dirt on him so she could help Brad, probably. More than likely. You can't trust her. So anyway, moving on from all of that mess. Carly. I really wish I didn't have to talk about her. As much of a nuisance as she was. The reason I say she was a nuisance on this episode, because I'm just so sick and tired of her. Any excuse to bash Ava. Any excuse. As soon as Brando mentioned, because he didn't know that Avery wasn't her daughter. So he was like, so Avery's not your daughter? No, but her mom, Ava, isn't reliable. Carly, shut the hell up. Just shut up. Because is Ava a perfect mother? Hell no. But neither the hell are you. That's why sometimes Sonny and Carly just get on my damn nerves. Because they act so hypocritical. They act like they are freaking parents of the year. No, you are not. Look at everything that's happened with your children. They don't even know what a normal life look like. Hell, walking around with bodyguards all day, that is normal to them. That ain't normal to nobody else. Look at Cameron and all them. That shit ain't normal to them. They didn't grow up like that. Your kids grew up with guards and driving around in bulletproof cars and shit. That ain't normal, but it's normal to them. But you're not parent of the year, Carly. Shut up. Damn. She gets on my nerves with her little Ava bashing. Like, it's annoying. Like, she uses any excuse just to come at Ava. Like, shut the hell up. Damn. Focus on your life. So anyway, I will give her props, though, because clearly she still don't trust Brando. That's why she keeps asking Brando all these questions and stuff like that, because she really wants to know what his intentions are, because I don't blame her. I would still be questioning him, too, because to me, it's just something off about Brando. Like, what are you hiding? Because something tells me he's hiding something, and I want to know what it is. I don't trust that fool. But I'm pretty sure at some point Carly gonna find an excuse to sleep with him, because that's what she does. Whore. She will. That's her and Sonny stock and trade. They get mad at each other at some point, then they screw somebody else. That's what they do. So I wouldn't be shocked. So anyway, moving on from that. Sonny's visiting Mike or whatever, and him and Felix are talking about Mike's condition. So Sonny's trying to get Mike out the bed. But Mike is not having it. He doesn't really know who Sonny is. He thinks Sonny's a part of some gang or whoever that's trying to rob him or whatever the case may be. So basically he's not in a good mental state, obviously. But Sonny keeps trying to encourage him to get out the bed, because if not, he's going to catch a pneumonia, because at Mike's age, he can contract pneumonia or whatever, and he could possibly die due to his age and stuff, or he's going to be in a wheelchair the rest of his life. So Sonny's just trying to encourage him. Those scenes with Mike are so sad, though. If Mike just basically looked at Sonny and told Sonny, he said, I'm done. He said, I can't do this no more. And that was the saddest scene. That really was a sad scene. And you could see the heartbreak on Sonny's face when Mike just basically wanted to give up. Like, Mike just looked at him and was like, I can't do this no more. That's how you just know Mike knows that the end is near. He knows. Like, he's just tired of fighting. He's tired of pushing. He just wants to go at this point. When they say, like, when an old person that's sick say, oh, I can't do this no more, they're just giving up on life right now. Because there's no point, because they know that soon they're going to go. So why keep prolonging the inevitable, basically? But, Sonny, he's not going to, take that lying down. He's not going to give up. He feels like now not only does he have to, be strong for himself, he feels like he got to fight for his dad, too. He got to be strong for Mike, too. If Mike feels like he's not strong enough right now. It's a sad storyline, but I will say Maurice Bernard and, Max Gale are definitely killing this storyline. They're knocking it out the park. I'm enjoying it. I think they're doing a phenomenal job with it. So when he has Mike walking around the hospital and stuff, trying to help him walk, Carly and Brando show up. So Mike looks at Brando. He got this shocked look on his face when he see Brando. And he's shocked. He's like, you're supposed to be dead. I'm like, okay. I'm interested in seeing more of that scene and see what comes of it. Something about Brando I just don't trust. I don't know. He could be working for somebody, DEA, who knows? Like, you really don't know. You got to keep your eye on people like him because you don't know what their agenda is. So anyway, moving on from that. Lulu, Brooklyn, and Dustin. So they all sitting together or whatever. Brooklyn's trying to, talk Dustin and, he used to, I guess, write poems or whatever. So she's trying to talk Dustin into writing some stuff down for her for music lyrics. And, of course, Lulu sitting there throwing shade at Brooklyn. I love how Brooklyn was throwing shade right back at her. She said, don't you got to go bake cupcakes for a PTA meeting or something? Like, Brooklyn just be throwing the good shade at Lulu. And I love it because Lulu is so miserable. It's like, bitch, grow up. Grow up. Like, seriously. Sitting there trying to throw shade. And what irritated me was Dustin was sitting there, telling Brooklyn, oh, well, talking to Lulu like that is not going to, convince me to help you or whatever. So you mean to tell me you're going to sit here and stick up for Lulu while Brooklyn's throwing shade back at her, but you're not going to say nothing to Lulu every time she throws shade at Brooklyn? Like, come on now. Fair is fair. I mean, you should have checked your girl. I'm just saying, she's the one starting all of it. So basically Dustin, didn't want to help Brooklyn or whatever, but Lulu, kind of encouraged him to do it or whatever. So anyway, moving on from that. Nina and Jax are at Kelly's diner with Charlotte, and they sitting there talking about the whole Maxie situation, how she got to look for a replacement and how she hired Nell. And I do agree with Jax. I mean, I understand why Nina's doing what she's doing, but at the same time, this can blow up in Nina's face. I do agree with Jax. Like, you cannot underestimate Nell. You never know. Nell could be trying to play you and you don't see it coming. I mean, if Nina's going to do this, she really got to play this very smart if she's going to go down this road with Nell. Play it smart because Nell is something, she's like a freak of nature. You do not want to underestimate that chick. So Valentine shows up. Valentine is still, handling his ELQ business. Now that he got Brooklyn stock, he's trying to get his people to work on the other shares or whatever, closing deals or whatever they got to do. So he shows up or whatever. Charlotte happy to see him. He wants to talk to Nina. So, they go out there and he's still, flirting with Nina or whatever, trying to ask her all these questions about her and Jax. Are they serious? And Nina was basically gloating. She was like, yep, I'm finally with somebody who don't lie. There's no excuses. They treat me right, blah, blah, blah. And, Valentine just looking at her, he was like, okay. He was like, have fun while it lasts. Valentine was not playing with her. He was like, yep, you can have all the fun you want with Jax, but you're going to come back to me. I know it. And the look on her face made it seem like he wasn't lying. Like, you could see the look on Nina's face. Like, yeah, she's contemplating that. Because it's something about that look made it seem like, yeah, she's not over Valentine. But you could tell she was having fun gloating about her and Jax until Valentine turned the tables on her. Letting her know, like, yeah, have fun while it lasts with Jax because it won't. And when it won't, you know where to find me. I'll happily take you back. I'll be trying to win you back still. And you could tell she was flattered by it, and you could tell like she was contemplating. She was definitely contemplating what Valentine said, because you know her. Valentine is like a drug to that woman. He's definitely like her drug. He's her Achilles heel. And as much as she would hate to admit it, it's the truth. Like, given the right circumstances, you know she probably gonna go back to him eventually. She ain't gonna stay away for too long. So when she went back into Kelly's or whatever, Jax was on the ground. I guess he tripped. And she was asking him, she was like, what the hell did you trip over? And he was like, he don't know. So, of course, she looked over at Charlotte, and Charlotte was grabbing her book bag off the ground. I say, yep, Charlotte tripped him on purpose, because you know Charlotte. She going to try to get Valentine and Nina back together. You know that's what she going to try to do. So she going to try to mess with Nina and Jax's relationship. That little damn demon child. I mean, she is the granddaughter of Helena Cassadine of all, so you know what that means. She got a little demon in her. And you know that she watches a lot of stuff Valentine does. Like, Valentine might not realize it, but Charlotte does pay attention to a lot of shit that he does. So it's rubbing off on her. So it's like you got to pay attention to that and be careful what you do and say in front of your kids, because it rubs off. And it's clearly rubbing off on Charlotte. So Nina and Jax need to watch their backs, because that little girl is definitely the seed of Chucky. I'm just saying. Be careful. Beware. So anyway, moving on from that, Jordan, Curtis, Portia are sitting here telling Trina about, you know, the upcoming, you know, I guess, investigation into Cyrus Renault's conviction or whatever, and how Taggart fabricated evidence or whatever. Portia was not here for it. Trina. Trina was not believing nothing none of them had to say about her dad. She was fighting it tooth and nail. She was like, nope, he wouldn't do it, because she know how dedicated he was as a cop. You know, law and order and justice. That was Taggart's thing. He would never compromise himself like that. And she just was not having it. You know, Jordan and Curtis and them try to tell her, well, you know, believe it or not, it's true. She just wasn't buying it. She wasn't buying it. She knew it was BS. And if looks could kill, all of them in that room would have been dead. I'm just saying, the way Trina was looking at all of them, like, she was throwing daggers at them with her eyes. Like, she was not playing. And of course, she just didn't want to believe it. So she just stormed out of the room or whatever. Kim, of course, went after her to check on her, being a good friend that he is. You know, and Curtis sitting there talking about, you telling Portia, you know, he's not surprised that she's sticking up for him or whatever, because, you know, that's her dad. When he said that, did you see the look on Portia's face? If looks could tell a story, and that look told a story, I don't give a damn. Curtis is that girl father. Because those looks that she gave, that's his daughter. Curtis is her father. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. I'm more convinced than ever. Especially after that comment he made in the way Portia looked at him. You're her father. Period. You're her dad. Ain't no question about that. Jordan think this little stupid ass plan of hers is going to work. It's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. It's not going to work. It is not going to work. I do believe Taggart is more than likely alive. Which is going to mess Trina up even more. This whole thing, this whole storyline is just messy as hell. Like, but I cannot wait for the fallout from it. The fallout should be really good. I'm expecting a major fallout from this, because they're building it up pretty well. Like, all these secrets, all this commotion, all these lies, it's all gonna come out, and when it do, all hell gonna break loose. Like, you already know, Trina is not gonna be here for it. She gonna be pissed at everybody. Y'all better duck and run for cover. Jordan thinks that this plan is going to absolve her. You need to lose your badge, Jordan. I'm just saying, you need to be done as police commissioner, because you're not worthy to wear the shield. Matt needs to take back his position, or somebody. I really don't care at this point, because I think a Billy Goat could do a better job than Jordan at this point in time. Hell, Lassie could probably do a better job. Hell, she rescued more people and did it without casualties. I'm just saying. But this was a pretty solid episode. This was good. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. And I will see you all later. Hope you have a great day. Peace.